Glad to see I'm getting bigger. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, nobody score. I'm going to go see what the deal is with Dr. Feer, because she never came in or anything. But I know her cards here. So I need to auto-skip replays. Back in time. Got the replay skip. So Vatira, Gyro, and Joyo are Bagayo and tries Aqua. Don't you love them? Don't you love those team names? You used to Feer's hair like that? Yeah, I don't know. I used to buzz a lot. I used to do the buzz pretty frequently. And then probably like a year ago, I switched to trying to do something other than the buzz. But we're going back. Back to the roots. Aqua's car looks nasty on blue, so no wonder he keeps picking blue. You guys are 5 years old, man. The name Vagayo is nothing, man. It's just a name. I want to talk to Dr. Feer a bit. She's not stopping by to talk. I like how Uncle just leans directly into it. So what a save, Aqua. What does Dr. Feer have a PhD in? She doesn't have a PhD. She's got a DO, which is, you know, kind of equivalent to an MD, if you know what an MD is. But she's not an MD. She's a DO, but she's a doctor. Your run-of-the-mill medical doctor. That's all right. I know that before my wife got involved with the medical scene, I didn't even really know about DO and whether it was any different. But the reality is, for the sake of like the regular human, it's the same thing. You might as well just be an MD. You think game sound might be loud again? I can turn it a little bit lower. You guys want a little bit lower? Feer, we'll meet you at Worlds. You can quote me on that. Yeah, I plan on going to Worlds too because they confirmed Worlds is in North America. You think game sound is fine? It's just that you aren't talking much. Huh? You want me to talk more? What are you saying? Dude, this is the second time that the blue team has had a nasty goal line save. Aqua had the first one. They just need to do it in like Seattle. Dude, they're not going to do it in Seattle. I can't imagine they'll do it in Seattle. That doesn't... I think they'll probably do it somewhere like Texas or, you know, or California. I don't expect Seattle. It's fine, you're just not heavy casting it, so it seems like game sound is higher than usual. Oh, gotcha. To be fair, it was a little bit higher than usual, like before when the first guy called it out. It was accidentally higher than usual. New York, yeah, they could do New York. I think they'll do like kind of like destination-y places. Like they did New Jersey, and they did. Which Texas isn't necessarily like a destination-y place, but it's a little bit more central. I don't know. For some reason, Seattle just doesn't sound like a place they'd pick. Indiana. Yeah, I don't think Vegas. Yeah, Vegas. They already picked Vegas. That was the land I went to. New Jersey's not a destination either. No, but it's like I still think it's more. Obviously it's more likely than Seattle. Maybe they pick Seattle. I don't know. Montreal. That's true. They could do some Canada. Could be Indianapolis. True. True. You're when am I playing RLCS? What are you talking about? All right, I'm gonna text Dr. Feer because I'm very confused. Maybe I'll just call. Sorry, guys. Called Dr. Feer. Called Dr. Feer to see what the deal was. We need to change the score because Vatira's team won once again, but it's got different teammates this time. So we'll have to wait for a goal, or you guys have to accept a tab out lag, which we'll do right now because it seems like nothing exciting is about to happen. Someone got to revive Feer. I'm back, chat. I just wanted to see what the deal is with Dr. Feer. Dr. Feer has been very busy lately, like the past few weeks. Super, super busy. So I've made a concerted effort not to be streaming when Dr. Feer is not busy. Because it just makes sense. So these guys queued at a time that Dr. Feer is actually available. So just want to make sure that everything was good in the hood, It is. She's off, hanging with some friends. Who is Dr. Feer? Ah, yes, Dr. Feer. We would say Mrs. Feer, but she's not Mrs. She's Doctor. So, Dr. Feer. This is cute. Would it be Feer, ma'am? Yes. I don't know. Is that how you say it, people? Do you ever refer to people like that? I don't think people say Feer, ma'am. I just don't think that's like, nobody says under any circumstance somebody's name and then ma'am. You watch soccer? I do not. Was a glorious day for the chat when Mrs. Feer switched her name to Mrs. Dr. Feer? That's true. That's true. Maybe we should just call her Mrs. Dr. Feer or Dr. Mrs. Feer. Yeah, it'd make it clear to people. Because if you don't know, then I can totally understand why it'd be confusing. Dr. Mrs. Feer, ma'am. Yes. We got it. We nailed it, chat. We got there. We got there. Vatira rocking the rogue decal. In respect of the people he's queuing with. What's our current prediction right now? Next prediction needs to be, will Vatira's team lose? It was a glorious day when she started stream and chat was not toxic. Wait, did Dr. Feer start a stream? Fennec Vatira versus Octane Vatira. You believe Johnny put Vatira #1? Yeah, I thought about every time those go up, I kind of think, would I be able to make my list? Like if I was included in this, so I wouldn't watch enough threes. And the first thing I thought was, Who would be my number one? I'm like, well, the best team is Queso, right? I feel like that's kind of agreed. They won 2 EU regionals. Used won the last LAN. And then who's the best player on the best team? Vatira. So I was like, yeah, I was going to put Vatira number 1. But I didn't really think about the rest of my list. And then I thought it was interesting that nobody else had Vatira number 1. She took over a game for like 2 minutes. That's right. I remember that. That was a long time ago. We were back in our previous house, and I was streaming from a previous room as well. Which, of course, you guys don't know about because you just see a green screen. But you think someone put Joyo's? Yeah, that's probably not a terrible decision as well. Joyo's is your number 1. I would have expected like Justin, because NA's best team is NRG and Justin's the best player on the best team. Or like maybe you could still think VDS is the best. So maybe like a Monkey Moon. But then there was, I didn't get to hear his defense. What was T-Bates' defense for Ahmad? Number 1 overall. Your favorite memory from Feer is him getting mad at me for trying to help him because his internet was killing him. What? Can't actually be your favorite memory. You're just trying to bring up a time I got mad at you. Oh yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, Eros was doing the thing where he's like, "Oh, did you turn it off and back on?" And I was just like, dude, of course I've tried everything. You don't understand. Wait, was that almost the only goal for the blue team? And it lands halfway in. He thinks Sandrock will win and Ahmad will be the best. Oh. That's his storyline. Makes sense. I mean, if you think Sandrock's going to win, then yeah, best player on the best team. What are these guys talking about? TRK is Sandrock's best player, though? Yeah, that could be true. It could be true. But if Ahmad does the same thing he does last time, he thinks G2 will win? Yeah, I don't know. I think I watched too much Johnny, to be fair. Should probably watch, like, get some more opinions. But everything Johnny had to say about G2 sounded interesting. It backs up my theory that Dries was solid and didn't need to be replaced if G2 does the same thing that they did with Dries. But I also think that if they had Dries and they went back, they wouldn't do the same thing. They'd probably do better again. I think they probably did about as bad as they could have done. Given the level of, RNG the event has, which is obviously not much. I'm not saying people win because of RNG. Hopefully you guys understand what I mean by that. Bro, you sounded exactly like Johnny. Wait, when? Anyone know when Khaled will be at LAN? Is Khaled? Khaled is apparently going to be at LAN, yes. It sounds like it's more questionable whether or not Ahmad goes, but Ahmad also got his exams moved. G2 can't even beat version 1, so how are they going to win the major? Yeah, version 1 also. I'll be very interested to see how version 1 goes. I don't know why, but like version 1... Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand their RLCS. But like... Oh wait, Chrissy just followed me. Version 1's going to win. I've always said that, chat. I think version 1's the best team. Version 1... easily the goated team. Guarantee gonna win. And I've always said that. Version 1 bandwagon is wide open. You would think I'd have more faith. I don't know, man. I don't watch enough threes. I watched a ton of the last major, the RLCS and stuff, and I actually had solid opinions, I would say. But I'd have to watch like way more of the RLCS to legitimately have opinions worth listening to, you know? Like I have enough time to do my stream with ones and then very little RLCS games. Johnny had the same take where he thinks Drees G2 isn't worse. Yeah, I know, but the thing is I probably have that take in my head because I listened to that stream of Johnny's. But I'm also a doomer. Like, I'm a big doomer in the sense that I've watched NA lose to EU for so long that I just feel like we're always going to lose. And I can't believe in anybody. There's two things that have happened to me since I've been watching RLCS in like season 2. Is that NA loses to EU and NRG beats whatever team I wanted to win. So I haven't ever really been an NRG fan in 3v3. It usually has been a G2 fan, and like NRG will just beat. You know, NRG is just gonna win from NA, and EU is ultimately gonna win overall. And that has been my life as a fan. So coming into this major, once again, seems like it'll be all more of the same, right? EU favored to win. If somebody from NA is gonna do it, seems like it'll be NRG. And everyone else is just dreaming. As far as that's how my experience watching RLCS has gone. But I tell you what, dude, Vatira hasn't lost a 6-man's game. So that just further backs up my opinion. Did Vatira get 2 brand new teammates? Did he just swap teams? No, I think he had Turbo on his team both times. Wait, he doesn't have Turbo on his team this time. Wait, did he have Gyro on his team both times? I think he might have had Gyro on his team both times. So yeah, Vatira and Gyro both haven't lost. Watching NRG is so boring. It's never fun watching them anymore, unless they're facing version 1, like DDS. It was fun watching them play the randoms on my stream. Hopefully I get to stream the randoms. I really hope the randoms don't get picked up very selfishly, so that I can continue to do their RLCS stream. That was really fun. And the randoms are good, man. I think they'll continue to do well. Vatira is in a lobby with NA players that aren't even on top 6 teams. They're not on LAN teams, no. But I wouldn't read into that too much. I think 6-mans is different enough that these guys are all high enough RLCS players. But getting to the details of where their individual teams finished probably isn't super relevant. I'll tell you what though, Vatira and Gyro are obviously goated. That we know for sure. How did Drees and Daniel get to RLCS before Chronic? Chronic hasn't been like grinding it like both those guys have. Daniel was definitely a bigger prodigy, but Drees is probably a more comparable prodigy. But Chronic like didn't play a bunch of splits and like didn't, I don't know, he had like IRL stuff. Whereas I think Drees, by the story that he told me, got a little bit lucky. Not necessarily that he wouldn't have made it. I'm sure he would have, but going from sub and then replacing Rizzo sounds like it could have been not as lucky. I don't think I saved any of these replays. I'll save one of them. We'll see if they queue again, chat. Back to